Usually I love dark turns. The story's about to take a dark turn. Usually I love dark turns. Like when the carousel brakes mysteriously failed at my 8th birthday party. But not this one.
I've been searching for hours, Sheriff. The dogs need a break. You think we missed something?
I say we double back, sweep Collet Creek, and then call it a night.
How could you miss a dead body?
Because it wasn't there. No footprints, no blood, no sign of a struggle, nothing, nada. My search party looked all night.
Well, your search party must have left their seeing eye dogs at home. I saw that monster kill Rowan right in front of me.
Did you get a good look at this monster thing?
It didn't stick around for a chat.
Maybe it was one of your classmates.
Sheriff, I find that question offensive.
Well, I don't care, because I got 3 other dead bodies in the morgue. Hikers just ripped apart in the woods.
The mayor said those were bear attacks.
Yeah, well, the mayor and I disagree on that.
So you automatically assume that a Nevermore student is the murderer, even though there's no evidence that a crime was even committed.
I'm sorry. I forgot. You only teach the good outcasts here, right?
My guess is Rowan ran away. The state troopers have put out an alert, and I've contacted his family, but they haven't heard from him either.
Dead people are notoriously bad at returning calls.
What were you doing out in the woods with him, Miss Adams?
I heard a noise in the forest and I went to go investigate. That's when I stumbled upon the attack.
Then what happened?
Then I ran into Bianca Barclay and I told her to go for help. Next thing I remember, I was awaking in my dorm.
And just to be clear, this monster wasn't a bear or some other wild animal?
I've hibernated with grizzlies. I know the difference.
Thank you, Sheriff. I think Miss Adams is done now.
Actually, I would like to speak to Sheriff Galpin. Alone.
I'm not sure I can allow that.
Well, I'm sure I could take her down to the station and get a formal statement. Now, let's go.
Fine. You have 5 minutes, and everything is off the record. Play nice. Or I will call the mayor.
Someone is trying to cover up Rowan's murder. That's the only reason to scrub the crime scene.
Is that your professional opinion as the daughter of a murderer?
My father is twice the man you are, and the only thing he murders is the occasional opera in the shower.
Adams, it's been a long night and I'm tired of your games.
I'm not playing games. I'm telling the truth. You want to reject my claims, but you can't.
Why is that?
Because you and I both know that there's a monster out there. And Rowan is his latest victim.
Sheriff? What? You're gonna want to see this.
Edgar Allan Poe said, "Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see." Clearly, Nevermore's most famous alumni picked that up here. No wonder he became a drug-addled madman.
Help me understand why you would claim you witnessed a murder. Was it to gain attention?
Why should I bother telling you anything? You've already decided I'm lying. I know what I saw.
Your life's had a lot of upheaval recently. It's okay to be confused about things.
Don't try and lure me into one of your psychological traps.
No one is trying to trap you. I'm here to help you process your emotions.
Emotions are a gateway trait. They lead to feelings, which trigger tears. I don't do tears.
Tell me how you're adjusting to school.
Satra said hell is other people. He was my first crush.
Wednesday, part of the reason your parents sent you to Nevermore is so that you could find your people, become part of a larger community.
I like being an island. A well-fortified one surrounded by sharks.
Have you considered your antisocial tendencies might be motivated by fear of rejection?
If you were to reject me right now, I would not be upset.
You can't get rid of me that easily. And look, you made it through an entire session without trying to escape. I'll take that as a win.
Guess you decided to stick around Jericho. But you see Dr. Kimbot too?
You should know I'm legally required to be here.
Me too. Court ordered.
Look at us, a couple of teenage tearaways.
Hey, you know, when you ran off last night at the Harvest Festival, I wasn't sure what happened, and then I heard... kind of crazy.
Everyone, including your father, believes I made it all up.
Not. Time to get in touch with my inner rebel. You know, for the record, I believe you.
Ladies, come on! Let's work on those teeth. More scowl. This kitty is taking no prisoners. If Bianca Barclay wins again this year, I will literally scratch my own eyes out.
I would pay money to see that.
Howdy, Ruby. I'm so glad you decided to stay.
I thought you wanted your single room back.
Full disclosure, I don't like living solo, and Thing gives a killer neck massage. It's a win-win. So, why the change of heart?
I refuse to play the role of a pawn in someone else's corrupt game.
You mean Rowan?
I witnessed his murder, Enid.
It's just, we all saw him this morning, very much like, not dead.
I know, which leads me to believe I've been losing my mind. It's not nearly as fun as I had anticipated. You're Nevermore's gossip queen. What's Rowan's story?
Other than being a weird loner, no offense.
None taken.
Xavier Thorpe's his roommate. You know, if you had a cell phone, you could just text him and ask him. Yoko, come on, flare those whiskers. The poke-up droops for no one.
What is the poke-up, anyway?
Only my entire reason for living right now. Part canoe race, part foot chase, no rules. Each storm has to pick an Edgar Allan Poe short story for inspiration. You could grab a brush. Miss Thornhill's just ordered pizza. Want to take a stab at being social?
I do like stabbing. The social part, not so much. Besides, it'll cut into my writing time.
No worries. Just as long as you're